Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations. Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy. Today on the island of Sodor, Percy is left out in the snow. Next, Toby needs the help farming McCall. But first, James is making coal deliveries late at night. It was an icy day on the island of Sodor. The engines were working very hard. They didn't mind the cold because they had toasting hot fireboxes to keep them warm. That evening, Sir Toby Had came to the sheds. "There's going to be a big freeze coming tonight," he said. "James and Percy are to deliver extra coal to the stations."
Yes, sir,
they said eagerly. And Sir Toby Had drove away. "You better hurry," teased Thomas, "or scary Jack Frost might get you."
"Who's Jack Frost?"
Percy whistled nervously. "Don't be silly," sniffed James. "Jack Frost is not scary." "Oh, yes, he is," teased Thomas. "He is all white with a big spiky face." "Rubbish," said James. James knew Jack Frost wasn't scary, but poor Percy wasn't sure. Percy shivered. "Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary." Meanwhile, James puffed along his route. "Silly Percy," he thought, "all steamed up over Jack Frost." Percy made his last delivery. The station master was very pleased to see him. "Oh, Percy," he cried, "we need twice as much coal to get us through this freeze."
"Don't worry," Percy said. "This is my last stop. You can have mine."
So Percy's driver parked him in a siding with only a lantern for company.
"Do you think scary Jack Frost will find me?"
said Percy. "Jack Frost is not scary," chuckled his driver. "And don't worry, Elizabeth will bring you some more coal in the morning." And then his driver and fireman went home to bed. Late at night, the icy wind howled. Then it started to snow. Soon, Percy's face was so cold, an icicle hung from his nose. "Oh, bother!" Percy stammered. But it didn't sound like Percy. It was so cold, he could hardly make a sound. At last, James was on his way back to the sheds. In the fog, he saw shadows and strange, scary shapes. "Scary Jack Frost," he whispered nervously. "Pah!" "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Hello, James,"
muttered Percy icily. "Steady, Jack Frost!" cried James, and he raced away as fast as his wheels could carry him. The next morning, Elizabeth brought plenty of coal. "Oh my, dear," Elizabeth chuffed to Percy. "It looks like Jack Frost really got you." The firelighter started Percy's fire. Soon, his ice mass melted away. "So, scary Jack Frost is only frost," tooted Percy happily, and soon he was as warm as toast. When Percy arrived at the sheds, James was bragging to the other engines. "I saw Scary Jack Frost last night," James huffed. "He even knows my name." "He also knows that you ran away," teased Percy, and all the engines whistled, including James. But Percy's was the loudest whistle of all. This is the story of Thomas's Winter Wonderland. Shortened for time. It's a winter wonderland. See the snow lay all around. Bells are ringing, ding-a-ling, ding-dong. Sleigh bells jingle, home for the holidays we go, rushing to our winter wonderland. It's a winter wonderland. Little engine working hard. His snowplow heaving, chug-a-chug-a-chug-chug-choo. Bother this silly snow. Don't hold me up, please don't delay. Must get to my winter wonderland. It's Thomas's Winter Wonderland. Climb aboard and join us if you can. See Terrence tractor clear away the snow. Birdie Bus is wonderful, just look at him go. Season's greeting, happy holidays. Close your eyes, dream your dreams. See how the magic stays. It's a winter wonderland. See the snow lay all around. Bells are ringing, ding-a-ling, ding-dong. Children singing, home for the holidays we go, rushing to our winter wonderland. Our winter wonderland. Our winter wonderland. Winter on the island of Sodor can be windy and cold. When the cold wind blows, the engines can't wait to get back to the snug warmth of Tidmouth's sheds. Bitter cold, chuffed Toby. Still, I'll be back in my nice dry shed soon. Suddenly, his driver could see Farmer McColl standing knee-deep in the snow. He was waving a red flag. Toby's driver applied the brakes. "My phone lines are down, all the roads are blocked, and my sheep have just started lambing," said Farmer McColl. "They're trapped on the hillside, cut off by the snow." "What could we do to help?" Toby chuffed. "I need a vet as quickly as possible." "We'll stop at the next signal box," said Toby's driver. "I'll phone the vet from there." Toby raced to the signal box. And the driver phoned ahead to the station. Sir Toby Had and the vet were waiting for Toby as they arrived. "Farmer McColl's lands are stranded on the hillside," cried Toby. "We've got to rescue them." "And so we shall," said Sir Toby Had. "I'll send Duck right away. This is a job for an engine with a snowplow." Toby knew Duck was the right engine for the job. He was very powerful. Hurry! Toby called anxiously as Duck chuffed out of the station. But so much snow had fallen, the tracks ahead were completely blocked. We can't go on, said Duck's driver grimly. We'll have to go back. Toby was surprised to see Duck return to the station so soon. I tried my hardest, puffed Duck, but the weather's getting worse. Even Duck's snowplow can't get through, said his driver. Then, Toby had an idea. My old branch line runs out there, sir. Remember? It's far too dangerous, said Sir Toby Had. It will never carry Duck's weight. It might take my weight, said Toby, and I know that line like the back of my buffers, he added. It's our only chance to save the lambs. Sir Toby Had agreed, but he told Toby to be very careful. Soon, a blizzard was howling. Toby's driver was worried. I can do it. Oh, as long as these rails hold. But Toby had forgotten about the rickety old bridge. Whoa! Whoa! Help! My wheels are wobbling, he cried. His driver fought for control as Toby struggled on. I've got to reach the other side of this bridge, gasped Toby. Those lambs need me. Farmer McColl was waiting. It was very cold. Suddenly, a ghostly glowing eye shone from the snowstorm. It was Toby's headlamp. You've made it, Farmer McColl cried. What a brave engine you are. The vet and Farmer McColl went to find the lambs, but they soon returned. The lambs are safe and sound, Toby, said the vet, but we need a place now to keep the little ones warm. Toby smiled. I think you'll find Henrietta's got plenty of room. Wait, what? Toby? Toby stayed for several days just to make sure the lambs were all right. Farmer McColl was very grateful. Thank you, Toby, he said. We wouldn't have done it without you. No, thank you, said Toby. There's nothing I like better than helping a friend in need.